When updating both the ExactVision server and client to 2409 or higher, a new feature appears on the left-hand navigation tree within the client's configuration screen. Remote Connections is a new feature permitting the ExactVision mobile app to connect directly to the ExactVision server service, rather than needing the intermediary ExactVision web service as its predecessor, ExactMobile 3, did. In addition to removing the requirement of a separate web service, Remote Connections automatically enforces TLS encrypted connections. But perhaps one of the biggest advantages of using Remote Connections is how easy it enables connectivity from your users. Traditionally, users outside of a LAN wishing to connect to services inside a LAN initiated the connection request. This can still be done if users choose this method, but this may be difficult for less technical users. In complex corporate or large organizations with convoluted networks, it could prove time-consuming or insurmountable to achieve. However, when remote connections are enabled, the ExactVision software takes advantage of the fact that routers usually permit devices already inside the private network to initiate connections to outside services. This is what allows your web browser to load web pages without configuring port forwarding on your router. The ExactVision server establishes a secure connection to our remote connectivity agent. Users of the ExactVision mobile app connect to this remote connectivity agent, but don't need to know or enter the URL. The remote connectivity agent handles the secure passing of data between the ExactVision server and the user's app, using a unique access code to bind the user to the server. Navigate to the Remote Connections page. A list of the ExactVision servers the client is connected to is displayed. To activate remote connections, place a check beside any of the servers you wish to enable, then press the Enable Remote Connectivity button below. When enabled, you may notice some changes on your camera list on the navigation tree to the left. Remote connectivity will automatically create secondary streams on supported cameras. These streams typically use lower resolutions and frame rates than the primary streams. This provides more flexibility to the remote connectivity agent to optimize the user experience based on the display being viewed at any given time in the mobile app. The streams created by Remote Connections are not set to be recorded by default, so will not impact your recording retention unless you configure them to be recorded. Selecting the Mobile Optimized Streaming tab near the top of the page lists the primary camera streams for each connected server and whether an optimized stream exists for them. Use of the Generate Streams button may also be used when adding additional cameras after remote connections have already been enabled, or you may create secondary streams manually on the camera's settings page. Administrators will create access codes for their users on the Remote Connectivity tab. You're able to create codes for single systems or a code which will connect to multiple systems. This feature makes it a simple matter for users in environments with many NPRs to connect to several systems without manually adding one system at a time. Place a check mark beside each system you wish to provide access to. Below the server list, utilize the Generate Codes number field to tell the system how many codes you want to create. Then press the Generate Codes button. A list of the generated access codes will appear. These codes are not tied to any one user. Rather, the credentials the user enters in the app determines their privileges based on their role found on the Users page. Codes are single-use and expire automatically after 24 hours, or immediately after being entered by a mobile user, so you will want to provide one unique code per user. To facilitate deployment, you may also choose to export the displayed list of access codes to a CSV file using the Export button. The app user only needs this access code and their ExactVision username and password to connect. Continue following our separate videos on using the ExactVision mobile app, covering topics such as connecting to servers, navigating the app, live viewing, and search.